Who am I? I don't know, but we're doing this. Hello friends, how are you? My name is Corbin Reed and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so incredibly excited to be with you guys today because I am finally bringing you the reveal of my bedroom makeover, my master bedroom makeover. I've been very busy, very busy getting this house together. I have the master bedroom makeover that I'm bringing you today. I have the guest bedroom / office makeover that I'm gonna bring you. I have the guest bedroom bathroom I'm gonna bring you. I have my office makeover I'm gonna bring you. I have a second floor hallway makeover I'm gonna bring you, and I have a first floor entryway hallway I'm gonna bring you. I've been working on and let's not forget Amber West's guest bedroom makeover that I'm bringing you. All of these things have been filmed for the most part, so there's gonna be a lot of rollout of things to come, so that's just a little update for you there. But today I'm bringing you the master bedroom makeover, and I'm so excited because I worked really hard on this, guys, and I have one little surprise in here that I didn't film it leading up to this, and I'm gonna reveal it to you right now. And basically my master bedroom, this is a new build, white walls, I had a blank slate, and the first time I decorated this room, a lot of the pieces stayed, but a lot of it is gone. I've replaced the bed, I've replaced all of the light fixtures, the chairs stayed, the dresser stayed, but a lot of the decor has changed. I wanted to incorporate things that had a story, things that felt older, and things that were warmer. My inspiration for this room was I wanted to feel like I was on the inside of a tree. I was like, I'm spending so much time at home. I think we all are, we're getting out a little bit more, but still spending a decent amount of time at home. And I just wanted to feel like I was in a forest. And that's kind of was the inspiration for my room. Everything I do, everything I'm going to continue to do is in the style of, I would say, like vintage modern or organic modern. I've been very influenced by my travels to like Europe, like Italy and all of these things, and France, but I've also just living in California, there is a large Italian influence here and a Spanish influence here, and I grew up in a Spanish style home, and my family's from Jamaica. There's a huge English influence there, so I think I have a lot of European influence in the things that I've grown up liking in terms of design, and I'm starting to realize it's really spilling over into my taste in terms of what I pick, whether it's vintage or antique. But I also would never just entirely decorate a room to be vintage or antique. I like to incorporate modern pieces as well. And it sort of helps that our house is new, because anything that I add that's old just sort of roughs it up a little bit. So the modern piece is sort of already there. So I'm having a lot of fun going around and adding in storied pieces, a part of the storied design. Pun intended, or that's really just the theme. So anyways, enough talking, you guys. I'm gonna style this room up. I'm gonna show you my process for styling the nightstands and the dresser, and how I make the bed with all of these beautiful new linens that I've incorporated into my bedding on the brand new bed, which you'll get a better picture of right now. And then that'll be the whole room. So let's get into it. As usual, I start this out by putting some coffee table books down just for layering. I also actually read those before I go to bed. I'm also placing a watercraft from CB2 and this terracotta dish for my jewelry. And then this is my absolute favorite. It's a vintage carved stone bowl made out of limestone. And I sort of switch up the decor on this between just like one of my false faux olive branches, and then I hide the accessories for candles in there, which is like a wick cutter and a electric lighter. Sometimes I actually put this candle inside of the bowl. It creates a really wonderful moody element, which you'll see when I do some close-ups. But this is basically it for the styling of my bedside table. It's super functional, super beautiful. The vintage complements it, the terracotta, the crystal, carafe, the concrete, the dark wood, the brass. It's all vibes, guys, and it all works in my color palette, and it's also super functional. All of the items that you see or that I'm mentioning in this video will be linked down below in the description box, but also on my LTK, so be sure to follow me there. In the vintage, I'll find similar items. And this is the surprise. I painted the opposite wall of my bed with the same French gray color by Fur and Ball. I wanted to be surrounded by it. That's a surprise. I love it so much. Anyways, I start out with these marble bookends that I got from Target Studio Makey line, and I place some of my other sort of travel interior design books in there that I like to look at, but I also just like the binding. It's super neutral. This is another vintage carved stone bowl. If you've been following my channel, you would have seen that in my vintage haul back in New York. This is a vintage Turkish olive pot that I got at a flea market, which that video will be coming to you soon, of me shopping the flea market at Pasadena Rose Bowl. And then I just added some faux stems in here just to make it wild and bushy and super neutral, but just adding another pop of a different kind of green stem. And then I added those vintage brass sconces up there too, you guys, with some battery operated candlesticks, and I love the way it flickers at night. It's like having a fireplace in my room. And then this is a wood vintage piece that I got as well, that we just hide our cords in. And lastly, that's a gold framed painting I got at Home Goods. And the last thing I did was style the other side of the bed. This is my fiance's side of the bed, so I keep it super simple. I just added some more faux olive branches. Sometimes I overdo it, so like I'll take one out, which in this case I kind of looked at it and was like, 3 is good. And then I went ahead and added his books, which he's reading currently. And I took the covers off just so they look more neutral, because that's the vibe. And I add a candle that he likes to light, and of course an electric lighter, which sometimes I leave out, and sometimes it's just easy to just hide it in the little vessel if you don't want to look at it and you just want like a clean situation on your nightstand. And lastly, I style the bed. So I'm going to be doing a more in-depth video on bed styling tips and how to make it look luxurious. I'm going to be doing a whole series on how to make your home luxurious with vintage. But this is just me layering the bed. I start with a waffle weave blanket, and I layer it over with a down-filled duvet cover that has a Belgian flax linen cover. I got that from Pottery Barn. These are just some silk and linen king-size pillows that we actually sleep on, which are also down-filled. I'm a huge fan of down-filled things. They're just super comfortable and fluffy and luxurious. And then next, I go in and I layer these printed pillows that I got off of Etsy. You guys, again, if you haven't seen my vintage haul for the bedroom, go and watch it. I will link it up top here for you, and you can get the specifics on my process with these pillows. And then I add this quilt over the top of the duvet just for more texture and more layering. This one is also, I believe, from Pottery Barn, and it's also a linen. And then last but not least, this is a kantha quilt that I got off of Etsy, which you also would have seen in the vintage haul. The room is all styled up, and it's time for the big reveal in 3, 2, And that about wraps it up for me. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. If you enjoyed this bedroom makeover, like I said before, I have so much more to come with the makeovers. I also have some artist interviews coming with people who are in the design space who I think you'll enjoy hearing from, professionals who've been doing this for a very long time, who have a very unique perspective and also enjoy, you know, antiques and things with a story like I do, and vintage things. And also DIYs, more thrift flips, more shop with me's, more hauls. I have so much more coming, so if you enjoy that, please hit the subscribe button down below. If you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me. I'm sharing stuff over there constantly as well. I'm at storydesign_ with Corbin Reed. So that is linked in my channel's bio if you have trouble finding it. Also follow me on TikTok at Story Design, because I'm on TikTok now too. Who am I? I don't know, but we're doing this. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all your support. I love hearing from you also, so please comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.